Joining us now is Okpe with stories trending around the world. Hello, Jinx.
Good morning, Dr. Vati. Happy Friday. You know it's my favorite day of the week. Yes. Good morning to Abiola.
Morning, Oji. What do you have planned this weekend?
I'll tell you after the show.
Please do.
I will. Good morning. No, all right, fist bump. Why not? Well, all right. Good morning to you, viewers. Here are some of the stories that are trending across the globe. In the United States, President Joe Biden delivered an impassioned plea to Congress on Thursday to act on gun control. In an address to the nation, the president called on lawmakers to restore limits on the sale of assault-style weapons and high-capacity magazines after a string of mass shootings in the country.
The children we've lost, the children we can save, the nation we love. Let's hear the call and the cry. Let's meet the moment. Let us finally do something.
In the United Kingdom, Buckingham Palace announced that Queen Elizabeth II will not attend today's Jubilee service at St. Paul's Cathedral after experiencing discomfort while watching Thursday's parade celebrations to mark the Queen's 70-year reign. The 96-year-old monarch appeared twice on the famous palace balcony, flanked by other senior royals as they watched a military parade and waved at thousands of well-wishers gathered on the mall. Under sports, the Nigerian men's basketball team, the Tigers, has called for a change in the administration of basketball following the International Basketball Federation's decision to kick out the female basketball team, the Tigers, from the 2022 World Cup. Under entertainment, Ellen Bredhoff, attorney for actress Amber Heard, on Thursday said the actress will appeal a jury's decision that she defamed her ex-husband, Johnny Depp. On Wednesday, a 7-person jury ruled that the actress defamed the Pirates of the Caribbean star and awarded him $15 million in damages. In an interview with NBC, the attorney said Heard was demonized by her ex-husband's legal team and excoriated on social media.
She was demonized here. A number of things were allowed in this court that should not have been allowed, and it caused the jury to be confused.
Finally, Afrobeats singer Temilade Okpe, popularly known as Tems, has bagged 3 nominations for the 2022 edition of the BET Awards. The musician was nominated in the Best New Artist, Best International Act, and Best Collaboration categories. The BET Awards will be hosted by actress and comedian Taraji P. Henson on Sunday, June 26.
I feel it coming. Time is of the essence.
Well, let's begin what's trending. Presidential aspirant Bola Ahmed Tinubu set social media abuzz on Thursday after videos surfaced online where he alleged that without him, President Muhammadu Buhari will not have won the presidential election in 2015. Tinubu also took a swipe at Dapo Abiodun, the governor of Ogun State, stating that the APC did not want to give him the governorship ticket in the build-up to the 2019 election and that he did much to ensure his success at the polls. Let's take a look before we take some reactions.
Tí ó bá sí àwa èmi tí ń dúró wájú yìí tí ń lérí ogun tí ní òkè Buhari nìṣó ká máa bá lọ kò lè di president ó ṣe kìíní olùlẹ̀ ó ṣe kejì olùlẹ̀ ó ṣe kẹta olùlẹ̀ ó tiẹ̀ sunkún lórí tẹlifíṣàn pé láyé òun ò tún rán mọ́ mo dẹ̀ lọ bá ń Kaduna wà rán ọ̀rọ̀ ẹkún kọ́ lélẹ̀ àdúró tiẹ̀ wà á dẹ̀ wọlé nǹkan kan ní pé o ò ní fọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ṣeré ó dẹ̀ gbà àtijọ́ tó rẹ̀ ti débẹ̀ mi ò gba mínísítà mi ò gba contract mi ì tọrọ ọbẹ̀ mi ì tọrọ gàrí mi ì tọrọ fúra lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ eléyìí tí mo protect àwọn ọmọ tí mo gbé dání tó èmi náà fẹ́ ṣe president mi ò fẹ́ kọ́ pa mí mọ́tàn. Ilé lọ́dún mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n sí ni mo ti ń sìn wọ́n bọ̀. Eléyìí tó jókòó lẹ́yìn mi Dàpọ̀. Ṣé wàá lè sọ òpó lè di ìdádì gómìnà tí ó bá ti.
Well, let's take some tweets. Tagbo wrote, so did Dapo Abiodun not hear Tinubu describe him as a lehi, which loosely means this one, a governor. Even if you made him, you don't reduce him to nothing in the presence of his people. How can you call a sitting governor a lehi? Oh, Gao. Well, Abiodun, in response, says, Tinubu has every right to say to Dapo Abiodun's face that he played a huge role in making him a governor. That's not disrespectful. That's saying it exactly as it is. Who doesn't know that Tinubu was a kingmaker in Southwest politics? I'm sure Dapo Abiodun doesn't feel offended. Well, Premier wrote, Tinubu said he made Dapo Abiodun the governor and made Buhari the president. His boys also said he made Osibajo, Lai, Fashola, and almost everybody in present political space. Well, since Tinubu made everyone in politics, he should go to SDP and make himself the president. Well, Olusegun wrote, Tinubu that chose his successor, Fashola, his successor, Ambode, his successor, Sanwo-Olu, and his successor, Sanwo-Olu, does not want Buhari to choose his own successor. He wants internal democracy and party autonomy. Not be juju be that. Well, here is a cartoon illustration showing Tinubu's struggling to get on a bus with the caption, Alaye, this thing na turn by turn. Now my turn be this. I know mine to fight dirty. No try me. Others pulled out a video of Diana Ross's It's My Turn. Let's take a listen.
It's my turn to see what I can see. I hope you'll understand. This time's just for me because it's my turn. It's my turn. Yes, it's my turn. And there ain't
It's my turn to do it. These people on social media, it's our turn. It's his turn, Tinubu. It's his turn, Tundu.
It's his turn.
Right,
and that's the
Over
crux
to
of
you.
the argument. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really have an issue with his argument that we made a deal, now pay up, between two human beings. That's not a problem. But this is not between two human beings.
No.
This is about the entire country. That is the real issue here, you know? And obviously he feels betrayed. He clearly feels quite upset. He's taking great umbrage at the way things are going. And he clearly knows something that we don't. We're still saying, oh, let's all wait and find out what happens at the APC primaries. It's very clear that Asiwaju Tinubu knows more than we do. I think he's read the tea leaves after President Muhammadu Buhari talked about reciprocity between himself and the governors. He knows it's not going to be me, and he clearly feels that it bloody well should be. Having said that, it's not about us. That's what bothers me. I talked to Mr. Efene's segment earlier about America and how this gun debate is still raging. There should be no debate. It's your job to protect the children in your country from being killed, murdered in their classroom, you know? But it continues to be a debate. Politicians think only about themselves. That is all I heard, crystal clear from Asiwaju Tinubu. Even that whole debate about him supposedly being proposed as a VP candidate with President Buhari, a Muslim ticket cannot work. It wasn't argued that a Muslim ticket cannot work now in Nigeria because of, you know, certain sensibilities, the importance of representation, making Christians feel that they have some ownership as well. No, it was because of one person's ambition, according to him, Bukola Saraki, who wanted to be Senate President. I thought that was really striking, and I thought extremely off-putting about the entire political process. They don't care about us. I also talked earlier about the Eleyi to our governor, Dapo Abiodun, and I agree with the second tweet that you read. I don't think our governor was offended because the camera panned to him and he nodded. I don't think he took any offense to that at all. I think maybe he just thinks it's a phrase that he decided to use, whatever. But he did go into detail. They tore your posters. They didn't want you if not for me. But it didn't seem to offend him. I don't think President Muhammadu Buhari will be that sanguine. I don't think President Muhammadu Buhari will hear Olule, and Unsuku and nod the way Governor Abiodun did.
Unsuku means he was crying.
Yes, he was crying. I don't
yes.
think he will sit there and nod like Governor Abiodun did. I think his reaction will be quite different.
Yes, I agree with you, Tundu. But I don't think that it was called for him to have disrespected the governor. I felt that it was a disrespect. What do you think?
I don't think so either.
Wow, a sitting governor is Eleyi.
I mean, it felt like
harsh.
I thought it was very harsh. I thought it was
the governor
quite
didn't mind.
disrespectful.
I'm not going to cry more than the bereaved.
Yeah, exactly.
So, if you called him Eleyi, His Excellency Dapo Abiodun replied anyway by saying that we will do what is right. Underline what is right. We will see what is right by Monday.
Very cryptic.
Underline what is right, because no governor will take that line down, even if he didn't show facial reaction. You see, the Yorubas have a saying that it is every lizard that lies on the ground with his stomach. You don't know the lizard that has a stomach ache. But every lizard lies on their stomach, isn't it? And we will see what happens on Monday. Like I said before, I don't think this was a wise move. You know, whatever might have happened between them, which is very sad because, like you said, Tony, is an indication that these guys don't care about us. And it's also an indication that politicians lie a lot. Because I remember in 2015 when they brought out Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. After their political shenanigans that they are now revealing now, and which I would say God catch them, all of them, they sold him to us. They now use religion to sell him to us and say, you know, he's a pastor. They now put a certain church behind him. We all remember that in this country. And all of a sudden it was, oh, you have to vote along this line because this is a pastor and a man of God. But we now see that it was just about political contingency for them. And it's whatever suits them. Politicians will lie in the name of religion, and they will lie in the name of ethnicity. They don't represent the ethnic group. They'll say they are fighting for you, that you're your Cape Crusaders. So they lie a lot. Thirdly, I don't know the end game. I don't know the end game. If I say I know it, I'm lying. With all of this he said, people will fight back. When they fight back, we'd like to know the position of President Muhammadu Buhari. Or it could be that from President Muhammadu Buhari's body language, and I'm going to pick a successor, that he knows, oh, things might not go his way in the APC. And that's why he has decided to scatter the table in local parlance. Because this is a clear case of destroying the table.
He reminded me of Donald Trump. Yeah. Really. Like when he found out he lost the election, he came out.
Because there must be an
discredit the process.
Because we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Monday, next week, will reveal a lot. But like I said this morning, there are going to be repercussions. I don't think the people that were mentioned, I don't even think the vice president will take this line low. I don't think all the governors he mentioned will take this line low. I don't think that Abiodun just took it and said, oh, it's fine.
They'll do the right thing. They'll do the right thing.
The right thing is pregnant.
The delegates are going to do the right thing.
Dr. Badi, how do you feel about your governor, for me, being disrespected? I don't know.
Father Matthew Hassan Kuka, in his book, Democracy and Civil Society in Nigeria, pointed out that one of the problems with the political process in Nigeria is what he calls the myonization of power, right? Now, all of this based on the tripod that he had addressed in the previous book, Religion, Power and Politics in Northern Nigeria. If it's religion, Christians, Muslims, this group will say, no, power is now my own. It is our turn. If it is, in politics, some people will come up and say it is our turn. If it is the game of power, which is what this is all about, some people will come up and say it is our turn. Now, the definition of our turn is further defined in a book on corruption in Kenya, titled, It is Our Turn to Eat, by Michel Arong. In other words, when people talk about it is our turn, it's either they want to mayonize power, to borrow from Father Matthew Hassan Kuka, as he then was, or they are telling you In the words of Michel Arong in her book, it is our turn to eat. So who is eating? Is it the people or is it individuals? The business level that we have seen is the reduction of the whole enterprise called governance in Nigeria to the individual level.
Yeah.
And that is the, auto-suggestion in the outburst by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Abeokuta yesterday. However, what we have also seen is that there are likely to be problems ahead, not just in the PDP, but also in the APC, and perhaps also in the other political parties. Because what we see consistently is that even when we play this north-south ping-pong, it is all about narrow interests.
Yeah.
It's never about the broad national interest. Now, if President Buhari goes ahead and indeed anoints a successor, I hope by now he himself will have been asking people to read the tea leaves for him. He may well just say, well, let them do what they want. Because he anointing a successor could become a blot on his legacy.
Absolutely.
Because the commentariat, which is the class that we belong, some people, if they don't want to be nice, they say we are talking heads. No, the dignified word is commentariat. If you want to be very nice, you say public intellectuals. We will remember what problems will be created by President Buhari choosing his own successor, anointing his own successor. And if the party makes the mistake also of, not ensuring internal democracy and fairness, we will still be here when the repercussions will occur. Now, when Governor Dapo Abiodun said, we will do the right thing, this is also part of the problem. I'm sure that the aspirant, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, asked the governor to call the delegates together because of this, pervasive tendency by governors also to give instructions to the delegates. That was the mischief that the National Assembly had wanted to correct through Section 84 of the Electoral Act 2022. But they failed because, as someone else had pointed out, because they have indolent legislative aids. Every member of that National Assembly is entitled to just about 5/8 or so, right? And yet, all of them combined, nobody spotted any omission until the bill was transmitted to the president. It was when they were on holiday that somebody suddenly had a brainwave, and it occurred to them, oh, we have kept out statutory delegates, and they rushed back. The reality is that the governors remain very powerful in the states. So by going to Ogun State and the governor saying, we will do the right thing, well, if what we have seen in the other political parties is anything to go by, he will tell the delegates in Ogun State, this is what you will do. I don't think he will disappoint Vice President Yemi Osinbajo and divide the votes in Ogun State among the delegates, one way or the other. But you never know. He himself described Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a master strategist, as a political warrior. You never know. You really never know. The governor, the Asiwaju, reminding him that I made you governor. And you see, earlier on I said, okay, can somebody just controvert the facts? It's true that he made a contribution. Because when Governor Dapo Abiodun was a candidate, there was big quarrel between him and Senator Ibikunle Amosun, who was governor of Ogun State then. And it is true that Dapo Abiodun's posters were removed.
Yes.
Particularly along that Abeokuta-Shagamu interchange road. Overnight his posters were removed. But it is unfortunate that, what's her name? Sharafa Yusuf?
Yeah,
Modele Sharafa Yusuf had been on this same station to say that Governor Abiodun did exactly the same thing to him, even if that has been denied and the battle has been won and lost, in terms of the primaries between the two of them. But the key lesson for the APC as it goes to its convention is to ensure internal democracy. And finally, all these aspirants, okay, we don't want to hear about their gentleman's agreement, honor among thieves arrangement. Can they begin to focus on the issues? That's what we'd like to hear going forward.
Well said, Dr. Abati. We'll take another story. The International Basketball Federation on Thursday confirmed that Nigeria's female basketball team, the Tigress, will not participate in the 2022 Women's World Cup, billed for Sydney, Australia later in the year. While FIBA, in a statement, said the move came after the Nigeria Basketball Federation was unable to confirm the country's participation in the tournament, owing to the decision of President Muhammadu Buhari to withdraw the NBBF from all international basketball competitions for a period of 2 years. Last month, the Minister of Sports and Youth Development, Sunday Dare, said the president's move was part of efforts to revamp the sport from the grassroots, while FIBA has selected Mali as the next ranked team from Group B of the Women's Basketball World Cup 2022 qualifiers to replace Nigeria. The world governing body said they will announce whether there will be any potential disciplinary measures as a result of Nigeria's withdrawal in due course.
You see, this case is just like what's happening politically in Nigeria. It's about people themselves, their own selfish interests. What is happening? There are two factional leaders had elections for the Basketball Association. They are at loggerheads. The minister is supposed to create peace among them. They can't create peace among them because two of them, their interests are very strong. The next thing, we decide to scuttle everything because we can't call two people to order in this country. So because of two interests, like the Goche faction and Kida faction, then we've decided to cripple a whole nation. So it's just like what is happening in politics. Because of some people's interests, Nigeria can go down.
Completely
just
unacceptable.
Like what's happening in basketball.
And these are
because of
female
two people's
stars
interests
that have really made us proud. How
disgrace
did they
the country.
do that? Yeah.
You disgrace the national female team. How do you want these girls to feel about Nigeria? These are the same girls that you don't pay their salaries as I went. You remember how we hosted them on the show here to ask for their pay and bonuses?
Yes.
But just because of two people's interests, Nigeria can go and die. That's the problem of Nigeria.
Unbelievable. Let's just take our final story. Well, President Muhammadu Buhari met with Super Eagles defender Kenneth Omuero, who presented him with a signed jersey on Thursday in Spain. In a video that is now making the rounds on social media, the president made a joke while posing for photographs with the football star. Let's take a look.
All right. Yeah.
Tinubu, I thought that was cute.
You know, I think he's so good looking.
Yes.
And witty and charming.
I thought that was cute.
I thought that was super cute.
Dr. Abati, I wanted to end
It was Garuba Shehu that once told us that the president of Nigeria has a good sense of humor.
Yes.
And that he enjoys cartoons a lot.
Yeah.
This is a public demonstration of the fact that they can be very humorous. Of course, he's taller than Kenneth Omuero.
Yes.
In any case, you can't claim to be taller than the president.
No, you can't.
That was why Omar Bongo, president of Gabon, was wearing platform shoes like Tinubu and Uche.
I don't wear platform shoes. I wear heels. We don't wear stilettos. We don't wear stilettos.
So is this stilettos? What's the difference? They are all in the Bemiga category.
Oche is a statuette.
And I don't remember wearing what do you call them? Bemisoke. How do you say it? Bemiga. I knew it. Well, I wanted to end the show again with that Diana Ross song before we quickly close the show. Can we pull up It's My Turn one more time?
It's my turn to see what I can see. I hope you'll understand. This time's just for me because it's my turn. It's my turn. Yes, it's my turn. And there ain't no use in holding on when nothing stays the same.
You're done with me. We were dancing. Well, I'm sorry. You guys have a fantastic weekend.
You too.
Well, all right. That's all I have for you on What's Trending today. I'll see you all next week.